Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. We are Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot, and we're excited to join you on your journey today as we do a timeless pick a card stack reading to see why they haven't contacted you or why you haven't heard from your person. This is a timeless reading, so when you see it, trust it's with the divine timing of the universe that led you to this reading today. Thank you all so much for your support, your comments, and sharing these readings, but especially for allowing us to be part of your journey. Now, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it may resonate with you. So take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and let the rest go. But if you find that the stack you selected doesn't resonate at all, we do encourage and invite you to select a different stack today. We've been doing tarot readings for over 30 years, so if you're interested in looking at your personal journey, there is a link in the description and pinned to the top comment below with details on how to get private readings with us. Also remember, as always, these general readings are for entertainment purposes. For today's Pick a Stack, we have 4 options to choose from. Stack 1 is the Black and Gold Foil Tarot, and that comes with citrine crystals. Stack 2 is the Tarot Grand Luxe, and that comes with red agate. Stack 3 is the Turquoise and Gold Foil Tarot, and that comes with turquoise. And stack 4 is the Star Tarot, and that comes with the clear quartz crystals. Choose the one you feel most drawn to. Take your time and pause if you need to, but it's best to go with your first impression because that's your intuition leading you. So again, black and gold foil with the citrine, Tarot Grand Luxe with the red agate, turquoise and gold foil with the turquoise, and the star with the clear quartz. The timestamps are below in the description and pinned to the top comment, so you can go directly to your reading by clicking on the timestamp for the pile you select. So take a moment to relax and release everything except what is happening in this moment. This time is for you. So let's begin your journey today. I will see you in your reading. Welcome, Stack 1. This is your reading if you chose the Black and Gold Foil Tarot and the citrine in a bottle. This is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone who's watching today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. But if you find that none of it resonates with you, we do encourage you to select a different stack. Today's reading focuses on why your person hasn't contacted you, why they haven't reached out to you, why they haven't communicated you, why they're ghosting you. So on the first row, we'll use the tarot deck you selected to see why they haven't communicated with you. And then we'll use a different deck on the second row to see if they will make contact with you. And see if we can get some sort of timing from that as well, if Spirit wants to give us that information. So for stack 1, why haven't they heard from their person? Why hasn't this person contacted them? Why has there been no contact? For stack 1, from their person. The Wheel of Fortune. What else we get here? Why is there no contact? The Four of Wands. Let's see. Why has there been no contact? The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. And on the bottom, we have the Eight of Cups, which is just, this is just very fascinating to me, this reading. Stack 1, just so fascinating because it's like, I feel that all of this is like super positive. It's talking about planning a long-term future together. It's talking about possibly having a family for some of you. It's talking about the two of you establishing a home together, but then they walked away from it. It's like your person just abandoned and walked away. So with this Wheel of Fortune here, I do feel that perhaps for some of you, you and your person were having conversations and talking about planning a future and talking about having something long-term. And then as the reality of that started to come into being, I feel that your person got cold feet and ran for the hills. They just turned away. They just left, and they left you high and dry. And I feel rather than talk about that and explain that to you, the easiest thing for them to have done was to ignore you, ghost you, no contact, which I think is something that truly sucks. It's just horrible when someone does not communicate, when they ghost you, when they ignore you, especially if you've been communicating with them. Okay, I do feel like that's a situation for some of you. Now, I also feel for some of you that there is a probability that the person you are asking about is in a different relationship, or they're in another primary relationship, or they have someone else in the picture. Okay, and so they are choosing to stay in that primary relationship rather than have this connection and have this relationship with you. I feel like that's a consideration here for some of you as well. And then for others, I feel that for them, the thought of just knowing within themselves that this relationship or this connection between the two of you has so much potential and it's so strong and there's such deep feelings and there's such deep emotion and a great connection here between you. And even though you may not have said anything to them about where's this relationship going, or are we going to get married, or are we going to end up together, although maybe some of you did, and that's absolutely fine if you did. But I feel for your person, there was a lot of internal pressure within themselves that they're creating within their own mind about where this relationship's going, what are the next steps, what's going to happen between us. I think I'm going to have to move this along, or I'm just going to have to move on. And so I feel for some of you that chose this stack, I feel that they just decided it was too much, too overwhelming for them, and so they don't know what to say. They are quiet. They know that if they did walk away from you and abandon you in this relationship, they do feel some guilt and remorse for doing that. And so at this point, they really don't know what to say or what they can say. But let's look and see now if you're going to get communication from your person. And remember, this is a general reading, so some of these situations that I'm describing may not fit your particular scenario. Some of them will resonate with you, and if this doesn't resonate at all, we do encourage you to select a different pile. So for stack 1, will there be communication from stack 1's person? Will there be communication? Stack 1's person, will they communicate? The Four of Swords. We have thunder boomers today, so if it does make a very loud boom, I'll pause my speaking while the thunder works. It's just rolling in now, actually. And we have the Ten of Cups. See, that's just, this person, your person knows that the two of you have such a strong potential, such a strong connection, such a strong relationship. And they know that it could be this. And I feel for some of them, they are just afraid. But are we going to have communication for stack 1? Now we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this is crazy. Is this crazy to you guys? Please comment if you think this is crazy. Okay, we're going to keep going here. What else? What else for stack 1? Will there be communication from their person? Will stack 1's person communicate with them? The 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands. And we have the star on the bottom. But again, we are prepared today. And we have pink stickies today to cover such wantonness. So here we have Aquarius energy, okay? So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for you or your person in Aries. I feel that that is a point of, Aquarius. I feel that that is a point of reference for validation for you. Okay, stack 1. Now let's see. I do feel you are going to hear from your person, but it's like they're waiting. They're waiting. See this 3 of Wands. It's about waiting. It's like they're waiting for the ship to come in, that phrase. They're waiting. And I do feel that you could have communication from your person in a sequence of 10. So that could be 10 days. It could be 10 weeks. It could be on the 10th. And it could also be October. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune is 10, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. That is a lot of 10s, okay? Now, I also feel that with this 8 of Cups being here and the star being right beneath it, I do feel that your person is going through a period of healing, okay? So if they have been fearful, if they have been afraid, if they have been afraid to trust their feelings and trust how wonderful this connection between the two of you can be, I do feel that they are healing from that. Okay, so now what we'd like to do is take some additional oracle cards or take some oracle cards and see what further information we can get for you guys. Stack 1. I do feel you're going to hear from your person. Your person actually knows that you could have this wonderful relationship, this wonderful future together. They actually do see, with this star being here as well, that you are, in many ways, ideal for them. They're still sort of retreated away here with this 4 of Swords being here from communication, but this 3 of Wands does tell us that they are going to pick up that phone and reach out to you, okay? And I do feel that, like I said, that should possibly come within a sequence of 10, although it could be shorter or it could be longer, all right? So let's see what else we get here. This is a general reading, so it has to fit into many different scenarios. I'm going to move some of these cards off my desk. The thunder is happening, so I apologize if you're hearing that, but it's very loud here. Let's see what else for stack 1. Why has there been no communication? Why haven't they contacted their person? I mean, and I look back at this, right, and I think this is just stupid because they know that this could be like an amazing relationship. It's almost like they're breaking their own heart by fleeing and running away from it. Distant horizons. Put that right there. I mean, so perhaps as well, your person is traveling a lot, and that could be with this ship here. We have ships in these two cards, and But this is also a card of dreams and fantasies, okay? And this can also be recognition within your person that a dream or fear is coming to pass. So I feel like this is telling us that your person has not communicated because they're actually fearful. Perhaps they fear that you may not respond to them. Perhaps they feel that you've completely closed the door on them, because, especially if they've been in no contact for a long time, or they've been ghosting you for a long time and you've been trying to reach out. I feel that they actually may be afraid that if they try to reach out, that you would ignore them. Perhaps as well, for some of you, they may feel that you have moved on to something that's even better. Perhaps you have moved on to greener pastures, to a relationship that's fulfilling for you. Okay, so it's like they don't really know, and that's why I feel this Wheel of Fortune is here as well, because they're just not communicating, and they're just kind of like doing all of this in their head, really. Even this about, oh, we could have such a great relationship, and this can really go somewhere, and this could be, the relationship that works out for me long term, but doing it all in their head and then running away from it. So what else for stack one? For stack one, why has there been no communication? And will there be communication? Let's see here. Message in a bottle. So I do feel that there is going to be a message that's coming from your person. Well, for most of you, stack one, I do feel that there are some messages, and there is going to be communication coming from your person. Now what I'd like to do is ask the angels and see, will there be communication from their person? Will there be communication from stack one's person? For stack one, please. Communication. Big happy changes. That's positive. That's good. What else do you have to say from the angels? For stack one, will there be any communication from their person? Ask your angels. Well, that's what we're doing now, isn't it? Ask your angels. Ask your angels. But this does say big happy changes. So I do feel that there is communication coming from your person, stack one. I do feel that that's going to happen. Let's see if we get some more information here as to why there's been no communication from them, and if they're going to communicate. I do feel they're going to communicate, but I'd like to see what else we get here. Communication. Why is there no communication? Will there be communication? Have some cards trying to fall out here. There's still a lot you need to find out about me. Well, how can we find out about you if you're not talking? Okay, so you need to talk. Stack one, person. I know you're the one, and that scares me, and there it is. There it is, this fear. I know you're the one, that scares me, and I feel that that has a lot to do with why there's been no communication from your person. Let's see what else we get. Stack one, what else will the universe tell us? I need more time to reflect on myself. Really? Really? How much time do you need? Here you are reflecting on yourself here. I mean, I feel that it's not really about reflecting on themselves. It's really about working past their fears and working past their nonsense. That's what I really feel it's about for you guys, stack one. Let's see. Stack one's person. I'm still learning how to love myself. Okay. And I do feel for some of you that could very well be the case. Perhaps they do need to learn how to love themselves a bit more. So let's see what else we get here for you guys, stack. 1, there's been no communication. Will there be communication for you and your person? Is communication coming up? Will there be communication? Why has there been no communication? Let's see what messages Spirit has for us. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. And perhaps you were giving too much when you were together, when you were in communication. So the idea there is to mirror the amount of energy, the amount of communication that they're giving to you. Mirror that. Don't give them more. Just mirror back to them. That keeps things in balance. Marriage, this relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Okay. Well, with those 10 of Cups and those 10 of Pentacles and this 4 of Wands and all of that being there, I do feel that for some of you, that could definitely happen that way for some of you guys, stack 1. And you know, even if you've had no communication for a long time, and it may feel like you're never going to hear from them, or they're never going to reach out or text or email or call or I don't know, smoke signal, whatever. Sometimes it can be years, and then all of a sudden things change in their lives and things change with them, and then they reach out and get things back on track. So the point is, just because it's been a while, or you feel like it's been too long, or they're in difficult situations, it doesn't mean that it always stays that way. The universe, the wheel of fortune tells us, the wheel of the universe is in constant motion. Everything is shifting and changing all the time. Let's see what else for stack 1. Acceptance. Accept that everything happens for a reason. Let's see what else for stack 1. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Yeah, I can agree with that, because you know what? If you are in a period of no contact with someone that you have really deep feelings for, you are going to learn that spiritual lesson. And it's hard and it's difficult, because you feel that part of you is just not there anymore. You feel that, you know, this person that you have all these feelings for, you feel that without them by your side, sometimes it's hard to breathe. You can't even catch your breath, because you really know spiritually, you know intuitively, you know deep in your heart of hearts that there is something special and there is something significant happening. But sometimes people do have to meet earlier in their lives, in their 3D reality, than they have to meet before it's actually time for the relationship to unfold between them. They have to meet because people have to go through changes. People have to maybe get divorced or move to a different state or take on different jobs. There's always some change that has to be made. And so sometimes we meet someone way before it's time for the relationship to happen. So it's really more about you're experiencing the connection, but it's not ready yet for the full-on big relationship. And people can come back after periods of no contact. We have seen that time after time after time with our private clients. I mean, all of a sudden it's been 10 years and oh my God, guess who called me and now we're getting married. We have seen it happen. We do see it happen quite frequently. Okay, stack 1. This is your reading for today. Thank you all so much for watching today, and thank you for sharing your journey with us. And if you would like some insight into your personal journey, there's a link to get private readings with us in the description below and pinned to the first comment. If you enjoyed your reading today, we would like to ask you to please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you over in reading 2. Hi, Stack 2. This is your reading if you chose the Tarot Grand Luxe and the red agate crystal in a bottle. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone watching today. So please take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. But if you find that none of it resonates with you at all, we do encourage you to select a different stack. Today's reading focuses on why your person hasn't communicated with you, why they haven't contacted you, why they're ghosting you. So on the first row, we will use the tarot deck you selected to see why they haven't contacted you. And then we'll use a different deck on the second row to see if we can get, if they are going to communicate with you, and possibly when a window for that communication might be, if Spirit allows. So let's get right into your reading, Stack 2. Let's see why there has been no communication, why there's been no contact, why your person hasn't reached out to you, why they're possibly even ghosting you. So for Stack 2, the Knight of Coins. There's earth energy there. And we have the Star. But I'm prepared, so I don't have to edit. There we go, the Star. It's Aquarius energy, so if Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus is in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or Aquarius for either you or your person, that is a frame of reference perhaps, but this may be the right stack for you. We have the 3 of Cups and have all these, but we're only going to take the top ones. And we have the Magician. And then on the bottom, we have the World. So I feel for some of you, your person has moved on and ended this connection and ended the relationship. And with this Knight of Pentacles being here, I feel that your person is enjoying being single. I feel that they're enjoying doing what it is that they like to do or what they want to do. I also feel that they are not currently in a place where they are ready or wanting to have a real relationship, a committed relationship, something that has long-term sustainability attached to it. I also feel that there's a little bit of a trickster energy here with this Magician, okay? And I feel that for some of you, your person is out and about and enjoying the company of others. So I do feel that for some of you, this could just be a flat-out love triangle. Perhaps your person has someone else in their life. Perhaps you knew they had someone else in their life, and that's altogether fine. But I feel that they are enjoying the single life, going out, having a good time, especially with this Knight of Pentacles being here. That's a little bit of, a little bit of a player energy there, a little bit of a player energy. So someone that's just having a good time, enjoying their life, enjoying being single. Now the Star is interesting because the Star does tell us that, there is a wonderful connection between you. There's great chemistry. There's great compatibility. There's even a great spiritual connection. But I feel that your person right now is just saying, nope, I want to do what I want to do. And that's That's why I feel that this magician today feels to me more like a bit of a trickster energy as opposed to the magician who really is about creating manifestation and making things happen. I also feel that your person is very dedicated to their work, to their job. Perhaps you are as well, Stack 2. And so, but I don't feel that that's why there's been no contact or no communication. With this world here, I do feel that they perceive what's going on between the two of you is an ending or has been an ending. And so I feel that they've moved on and they're enjoying the company of others, as the case may be. Now, this is a general reading, so it may not reflect exactly what's happening in your life. And you have to also consider that nothing is set in stone. So even though you haven't heard from your person for a while, or perhaps they're in a relationship with someone else, or perhaps they're out playing the field and, you know, kind of like enjoying themselves, whatever, it doesn't mean that it stays that way. It's just that this is the energy that is coming through for some of you who selected Stack 2. Okay, so what else for Stack 2? Will their person make contact? Will there be communication from Stack 2's person? Can Stack 2 expect communication from their person? Will there be communication for Stack 2? Will there be communication? Do we have the Queen of Cups reversed? That is water energy. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Venus for either of you. And we also have the Two of Swords. That's about someone that needs to make a decision. But what I'd like to say about this Queen of Cups being in reverse here, I feel that this is someone who is emotionally immature and prone to emotional outbursts. So perhaps if you did have an ending with your person, perhaps it was a result of this big emotional outburst that happened between the two of you. The Two of Swords is about having to make a decision and having to make a choice about what they are going to do. Or perhaps it's you deciding, making a choice about what you're going to do as well, Stack 2. Are you going to wait for them or are you going to move on? But that's a whole different reading altogether. So for Stack 2, will there be communication from their person? The Ace of Swords, that is a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough. It is an epiphany. It's being able to see clearly. It comes with clarity. So I do feel that for the most part, you are going to receive communication from this person. Will there be communication from Stack 2's person? Will there be communication from their person? Let's see. The Seven of Wands. Yes. And on the bottom, we have the Page of Wands. And then we also, I'll take that Judgment card as well, because this tells us that if there has been an ending between you and your person, that there is a great potential for this to come back together. Judgment is about things returning from the past, regeneration, resurrection, restoration. Okay, so with that card being there, I do feel it is about things coming back from the past. It's about things coming back alive. It's about regeneration and restoration. And it also is anniversary energy as well. So it could be, the timing of this could be, as I said, around one of the equinoxes or around an anniversary energy such as a birthday, a holiday, New Year's, Christmas, any days that we consider to be significant between the two of you in terms of anniversary energy, okay? This Ace of Swords is actually about initiation, initiating communication. So I do feel that you're going to hear from your person, okay? And this Seven of Wands is someone who is going to be putting forth more effort. It's about taking steps. It's about being proactive. It's about putting forth the energy and effort required to start communicating with you, and that's very much what that Page of Wands is about as well. So let's see what else we get for you. Stack 2. Let's see what else from your person. Why has there been no communication? Okay, that wants to definitely come out, and it's change. Change. I feel like your person's having to undergo a little bit of change, fundamental change, change of mind, change of heart, change, making a decision, gaining that clarity, having that epiphany, being able to see clearer, okay, and stop with the befuddled, clouded judgment. Right, so what else do we get for stack 2? What else comes from Spirit for stack 2, please? About their person. Will there be communication from their person? Will there be contact? Why have they been quiet? Time for a nap. This is very much about the time out that is currently in place between the two of you, okay? I do feel that that is what that is, and I do feel that things are going to change. I do feel there is going to be communication. And for whatever reason, they seem to feel like they need this time out to reflect and figure out exactly what it is they want. But it does show that they will figure that out. So now we're going to ask the angels, try and get some more information here by asking the angels about why, if you're going to hear from your person, will there be communication from group 2's person? Big happy changes. That actually came out in stack 1 as well. Let's see what else we get. Well, and this says take action. I don't feel that this is about you taking action, okay? I feel that this is about them taking action. So if someone is ghosting you or ignoring you, the best thing to do is to not communicate with them, even though it's hard, because sometimes we seek that validation. But I don't feel that taking action and reaching out to them is necessarily the right thing to do. So it's basically saying that after this period of disconnect, they're going to take action and they are going to reach out and they will communicate with you. Let's see what else we get for stack 2 about communication. Will there be communication for stack 2? Communication for stack 2. Communication coming for stack 2. Will there be communication? Well, I know you're the one, and that scares me. Yeah, and that kind of makes sense as well with this star card. There's a real knowing about when we get the star that the person we're asking about really perceives that you are the one for them. They really have this knowing, but still they run. They can still run, even though they know. Let's see what else. I've been lying to myself for so long. Well, duh. And you know what? Actually, if your person is in another relationship or if they have ended things with you and there is a sense that they are out dating, perhaps even serial dating, just sort of like being involved in casual things, they could be lying to themselves about that as well, thinking that, oh, I'm just going to go and do these things because it's safer and it's easier. But in the long term, it's really not. It's actually not very good for your self-confidence. Even though many people think it can be, ultimately it's really not. because you can build each other up when you are in a real relationship. But I feel the lying to myself for so long is a general lying about his feelings, and a general lying about their feelings and their emotion connected to you. Stack 2. So let's see what else we get for stack 2. I regret how I've handled the situation. Well, yeah. Going no communication is really hard. It's hard on you. It's hard on your person. It's just, and it's rude. Ghosting people and ignoring them is rude. It's just not the nicest thing to do. Let's see what else we get for you, stack 2, real quick. Let's see what else we get for stack 2. Will there be communication? Is communication coming from stack 2? I'm lost for words. Yeah, okay. Right. Obviously, since you're not communicating, that's just wow. Wow, 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 wow. The truth was hidden. Right. I've been lying to myself for so long. Right. The truth was hidden. Okay. You hid the truth. You hid the truth, person. You hid the truth. Let's see. I admit I was wrong, and strong. I admit I was wrong and strong. Okay, I don't know what that means at the end there, that wrong and strong, but yeah, person that belongs to my group 2 here, I do feel that you are wrong with what you're doing and how you're acting and how you're behaving. Okay, so get with the program and let's get this communication moving and grooving for my stack 2 people. Okay, so I do feel that you are going to hear from your person. I do feel that your person may be involved with someone else at the moment, or they're just enjoying the freedom and independence of being single. I do feel for some of you, you have been through an ending in your relationship, and for that reason, your person feels that there's no need to communicate. There's no need to make contact anymore. However, okay, I do feel that there is this clarity that's coming where they will make a decision, and they're going to put forth some effort and energy here into reaching out and into communicating. And especially if you've been through a breakup, this Judgment card does tell us that there is a great chance of reconciliation between the 2 of you. Okay, this Take Action card is not for you. Not for you, stack 2. I don't feel taking action is the right thing to do, especially if you're coming from a place of feeling all emotional about it and seeking some sort of validation. That's not going to help the situation. This person needs to figure themselves out and be the one that initiates. This is about initiating communication, initiates communication and contact with you. So this is your reading for today, stack 2. Thank you so much for watching and sharing your journey with us. And if you'd like some insight into your personal journey, there's a link to get private readings with us in the description below and pinned to the top comment. If you enjoyed your reading today, we would like to ask you to please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you over in reading 3. Welcome, stack 3. This is your reading if you chose the turquoise and gold foil tarot deck and the turquoise stones, crystals in the bottle. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone listening today. So please just take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. But if you find that none of it resonates with you at all, we do encourage you to select a different stack or a different deck. Today's reading focuses on why there's been no contact from your person, why they haven't reached out to you, why there's no communication with you, perhaps even why they've ghosted you. So on the first row, we will use the tarot deck you selected to see why they haven't contacted you, and then use a different deck on the second row to see if they are going to communicate with you and possibly if we can get some sort of general time frame about that, if the universe provides that. So let's get into your reading, stack 3. Let's get right into this. For stack 3, why hasn't their person communicated with them? Why has there been no communication from stack 3's person? Why has there been no communication from stack 3's person? All that happening there. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy. We have the High Priestess. Let's see why there's been. Okay. Oh, we have the Two of Cups. Let's see what else for stack 3. Why has there been no communication, contact for stack 3? The Ten of Wands. And the Nine of Cups on the bottom. Okay, well, this is a crazy reading for you guys, stack 3. Kind of. And we have the Four of Wands. I'll take that one as well. So it does seem to indicate that your person has moved on. I feel like for some of you, I do feel like your person's moved on. And then for some of you as well, I do feel like they're very focused on their work, on their job. They seem to be working hard here. They're focused on their success. For some of them, I do feel that they are under a tremendous amount of stress and pressure. Okay? So for some of you, stack 3, I do feel your person is under a tremendous amount of pressure. Now, the interesting thing is, they actually do believe that a relationship with you, this Four of Wands here, because that's about long-term relationships, and it's about marriage and engagement, and the Nine of Cups is the wish card, and wishes being fulfilled, dreams being realized. I do feel that they recognize that there is strong long-term relationship potential between the two of you, especially as well with this Two of Cups being here. I just find it very interesting, but I feel as well your person believes that you know them better than anybody ever has. And I feel for some of them, that actually scares the crap out of them. Quite frankly, it just scares them. I do feel like there is some fear in some of this, okay? And I feel that because there is this really deep intuitive connection between the two of you, they do know that you can see right through them. You can see through all their bullshit. You can see through their any lies or anything like that, okay? You are able to see and know them better than anyone ever has. And I do feel that it stresses them and it scares them. But it's just something that I do feel can make them feel a little frightened. It scares them. It makes them feel, oh my God, this person knows me so well. You know, and they could actually just have this internal pressure within themselves, with this Ten of Wands being here, that they feel they need to take the relationship further. And instead of talking to you about that and kind of like having conversations about it, it's like they just ghost you and go quiet because they're kind of afraid of what this long-term situation between the two of you could look like. Even though they know that they'd be really happy with you in a relationship. That's what's so crazy about this. It's just crazy. I mean, this is a beautiful reading. It talks about longevity. It talks about long-term. It talks about wishes being filled and you really being the person that they perceive to be the embodiment of their dreams and the person that fulfills all of that for them. But then, oh my God, I can't allow myself to do this. I can't allow this to happen. What if, that kind of stuff. Which is really kind of crazy. Okay, now what we're going to do, but it is their reality and it's what they feel. It's kind of like what they think, rather, not what they feel. It's more what they think, and I do feel it's making them kind of have to evaluate things. Okay, stack 3, now we'll take this additional deck and see if there's going to be communication from your person. Stack 3's person. Will there be contact? Will they make contact? Will there be communication? Let's see here for stack 3. Will there be communication? Do we have the Queen of Cups? Let's see what else. For stack 3. Will there be communication? The Page of Swords. Well, I do feel like they're watching you online. They're watching what's going on with you. I do feel like they look at your social media, see if they can figure out what's going on with you. What else for stack 3? Ah, that's why I put this on earlier. The Star, that's Aquarius energy. Queen of Cups energy is, well, we'll go back. Queen of Cups energy is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then we've got Cancer here. We have the Moon here. And with the Star, we have Aquarius energy. So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in any of those signs is a point of validation for you. We also have the Page of Swords, so that we also have Libra and Gemini as well, okay? So I do feel like there is going to be communication from your person. Stack 3. There is going to be communication with this Page of Swords being there. And we have the 10 of Swords. It just fell out. The Ace of Wands was on the bottom. So I really feel that your person misses you, okay? They really miss you. They miss your connection. They miss hanging out with you. They miss doing things with you. They do feel that you're the ideal for them. I also feel like they're having to undergo some healing here, emotional healing. I feel perhaps there's been someone in the past that they were in a relationship with that they felt close to, that I feel erupted into something that was really not good. And I feel they still carry some of that energy with them. I also feel that your person does have some abandonment issues. Okay, I don't know if they've shared that with you ever, if they talked about that, but I do feel that that is some issue here for them as well. But in a way, they're breaking their own heart by not having this communication with you. They do feel that you are this caring, loving person who really knows and understands them, and that you give them support and love and encouragement like they've never experienced before. They do believe that this relationship with you is so very different because you're so very different, okay? Well, to have a relationship with you, it's not really a relationship at the moment if there's no contact, communication, because you're in this place of separation. But this Ace of Wands here, this tells us that your person is going to make contact, make communication. And I do feel that this communication is going to be coming from them. So they'll initiate. You don't have to do any of the initiation here. And I don't feel that you should, okay? Trying to see some sort of energy here in terms of a timing. Not getting a strong sense of when that could be. But some of the other cards that we're using could give us some of that information as well. So I do feel like you are going to hear from your person. I do feel like they have you on a pedestal. They do think very highly of you. And I feel that perhaps they may not feel that they are good enough for you, although they have envisioned what it would be like to have this relationship with you, to be in a relationship with you. I feel like that's something that they have thought about. Perhaps you guys talked about it. Perhaps that stressed them out because you talked about it. Let's see. And I feel like they just weren't ready. They just didn't feel that they had what it takes for you, because they do hold you in high esteem, which seems kind of stupid that they're not communicating with you when they hold you in such high esteem. But sometimes insecurities, abandonment issues, fears, their own doubts, their denial can create that need to run away or become a runner or ghost or not communicate, not contact, which is just rude and immature. Else for step 3, why is there no communication? Will there be communication? What is going on here with stack? And it flies off the table. Courtship. That's actually a good sign there. I do feel that if you are in a separation, there's a really, which you probably are, I do feel like with this Ace of Wands being there, there is a really strong opportunity for this to come back together. You know, it's interesting that this courtship as well comes with this Two of Cups. So I do feel that your person, when they do initiate communication with you, stack 3, well, for some of you, I do feel they are going to want to get together in person. This is about a sweet encounter, spending some time together, talking, communicating, hanging out, right? Like going on a date, going for coffee, having a drink, having a meal, something like that. Sitting on a bench in the park. Let's see what else we get for you, step 3, about your person, making communication, contact communication from your person. To be fair. To be fair. You know, it's interesting because this is very much about balance, having to have balance in themselves. It's also the law of cause and effect, very much like the Justice card in the Tarot, okay? And, you know, I feel that this situation of no communication between the two of you is hard on them. Although it's hard on you, I also feel it's hard on them. But what's so ridiculous is if they would reach out and communicate with you, they would feel better. You would feel better. So it's really sort of like a karma situation. Not that this is a karmic relationship, okay? Don't get karmic, one of those karmic things, situations. Although there is karma between the two of you, but that's something completely different. And especially with this Star card being here, I also feel that the story, your story, is not finished. We have indicators here that things can come together. And when they do come together, that they can actually flow to a place where there is going to be greater stability in this connection between the two of you moving forward. Sometimes many relationships go through periods of disconnect with one another where they don't talk for months, weeks, months, sometimes years. We have clients who have called us and told us that they haven't spoken to this person in 10, 12, 15 years, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, they communicate. And it's just the way of life. Sometimes we have these experiences with people, but they're not really quite ready to have a significant relationship with us or with anybody else. And so then it creates periods of disconnect, and that is what happens here. And then they go, no contact. This card says compromise. So I do feel that this is about your person reaching a compromise within themselves about your situation. Let's see what else we have here for stack 3, in the near future. So I do feel that this communication from your person, let me put that down on top of that thing that's flipping up. It's making me crazy here. I do feel like you will have communication from your person in the near future, stack 3. Okay, so what else do we get here for stack 3? What else do we got? Well, let's just move this over here. It just makes more sense. We'll leave that compromise there in the middle. So, communication for stack 3 from their person. I need some alone time now. Well, what the heck? What do you think you've been having? You need some alone time now. You've had alone time. That is, but it's also saying that perhaps they need some more time to figure themselves out, to work through their issues and figure out what it is that they want in terms of your connection and your relationship. I want to be with you, but I'm scared. I don't know how to talk to you. Okay? I don't know how to talk to you. And I feel for some of you, your person doesn't know how to talk to you. And perhaps some of the issue here that's been going on between you, and especially if there's been no contact for a long time, what are they going to say? They may not know what to say. I'm running because I don't want to hurt you even more. That could be why they're running. I know you're the one, and that scares me. But I don't know how to live without you. And that comes back to this 9 of Cups and 4 of Wands. Okay, stack 3. We'll take a few more message cards from your person. I know you'd like to have communication from them in the 3D world, in the world of reality, and not just the 5D world. But I do feel that time's coming. I do feel there is communication. I do feel they will reach out. I feel for many of you that have chosen this stack, you will get communication from your person. Help me love you better. Well, you can start that by communicating with your person. You need to communicate with them, person who belongs to stack 3. My heart is heavy. See, there's that 10 of Swords. My heart is heavy. See, I do feel they miss you. I do feel they miss you, but they've done this to themselves. It's almost like they sabotaged it because they didn't think that they were worthy, and they've done this to themselves, and now they regret it. You see my soul? Yes. My past is dark and weighs me down, and we did talk about that as well. I do feel like there's great potential to hear from your person, stack 3. I feel that they will reach out. I do feel like they will communicate. They have to work through some stuff, which is why they're running, why they're in this disconnect, why they're going through whatever it is that they're going through. And I feel some of you could definitely hear from your person in the near future. There's still more to your story. It's not 100% finished. The lady at the opera hasn't come out and sang yet. It's not over, okay? This is your reading for today, stack 3. Thank you so much for watching and allowing us to be part of your journey. And if you'd like some insight into your personal journey, there is a link to get private readings with us in the description below and pinned to the first comment. If you enjoyed your reading today, we would like to ask you to please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you over in reading 4. Welcome to your reading, stack 4. If you selected the Star Tarot and the clear quartz crystals in a bottle, this is your reading. And this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of it will resonate with everyone watching today. So please take in what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. But if you find that none of it resonates with you, we do encourage and invite you to select a different stack. In today's reading, we're focusing on why you haven't heard from your person, why there's no contact, why there's no communication, why they're ghosting you, okay? And on the first row, we'll use the tarot deck you selected to see why they haven't contacted you. And then on the second row, I'll use a different deck to see if there will be contact coming up and possibly see if we can get a time frame for that. Okay, so let's get into the reading for stack 4. Why hasn't stack force person contacted them? Why is there no contact from stack force person? Let's see what we get here. Why no contact? Two of Wands. Let's see what else we get. The Eight of Swords. Let's see what else we get for stack 4. Why no contact from their person? The Seven of Cups. Let's see. We have to move these up. These cards are big. Let's see. See what else we get. Why no contact from stack force person? Why no contact from stack force person? The Wheel of Fortune. And then on the bottom we have the Five of Cups. So stack 4, I feel that there's distance between you and your person. Emotional distance, perhaps physical distance as well for some of you. And I feel that it's like in their mind, they're basically saying, I can't reach out, my hands are tied. I can't reach out, my hands are tied. So I feel that they are choosing to not communicate. This is about them making a choice not to communicate. Now, I know that's not the best thing to hear, okay? But their head's in the clouds a little bit. Perhaps some of them could even be using some mind-altering substances. Some of them, not all of them, just if that resonates with you. But it's like this doesn't mean everything is set in stone here in this dynamic between the two of you. But I do feel that this is not going to resolve itself in a positive way for you and your person, stack 4. I am going to get more cards, of course, and get some clarification with the row underneath. But, you know, the universe is in constant motion. And even though I said what I just said a minute ago, nothing is ever set in stone. Nothing is etched in stone because the wheel of the universe is constantly moving. Every action creates a reaction that ripples across time and space. Anything can change in the blink of an eye. And I do feel like that could also happen with you in this situation. But like in terms of me being able to say, oh, I think that this is a great potential for you to be together long term, looking at it at the moment until I get some more information here, I don't feel that that's possible. I do feel that this is someone who's moved on. There's distance between you. There's emotional distance. They don't want to communicate. They're not reaching out. I feel like they're trying to forget. And this is a card of loss. And they're just like letting it go. Look at all of that water pouring out of those cups. Letting it go. But we need to do some further investigation because that could be their regret and remorse. So let's see what else we get for stack 4. Communication. Will their person communicate with them? Will there be communication from their person for stack 4? The Six of Pentacles. It's about balance in a relationship. Let's see what else we get for stack 4. Communication from their person. That is the Death card. Change and transformation. The Two of Pentacles. Having to create change, weighing things into balance, trying to decide if they're going to communicate. Let's see what else we get for stack 4. And the Ace of Cups. I do feel there was love between the two of you at an earlier time. Stack 4, I do feel there was love between the two of you in an earlier time. And they could even still have feelings for you now. And the card on the bottom is the 5 of Wands. And that's the 10 of Wands. So we'll put it there. Now, the interesting thing is that was a yes/no question, and we're asking if you're going to get communication from your person, if they're going to reach out, if they're going to communicate. So there is a chance that they could. There is a possibility, and that comes here with this Ace of Cups. But if you're in a period of separation where you've broken up and you're going, you decided to go your separate ways, as this 2 of Wands shows us, I do feel that this Death card can signify an ending for some of you, okay? I do feel like some of you are going through a permanent ending in this connection with your person. Now, as I said, though, nothing's etched in stone. There's always change. The Wheel of Fortune tells us there can be change, and change can come. Change can happen, but I feel that the way this looks, especially with this 5 of Wands being here and this 10 of Wands, that for many of you who selected this stack, I don't feel that there's an opportunity for this relationship to regain itself. Not all of you, not everyone fits that mold, but I do feel for some of you that this relationship will not be able to resurrect itself. But I do feel there is a very strong probability to get communication. Okay, so what else for stack 4? Distant horizons. Distant horizons. See, and that even is, that's at a distance as well. So I do feel that your person is putting distance between the two of you, emotional distance, perhaps physical distance, spiritual distance. It's like they're shut off. This 8 of Swords is about interference. It's about shutting down. So if you have a telepathic or empathic connection to your person, that may not at this time even be flowing as well as it has done in the past, okay? But sometimes as well, the universe can cut off that flow of information to sort of like give you a break, okay? To give you a break. Now, let's see what else we get for you, stack 4. Let's see what messages the angels have. Will there be communication for stack 4's person? Well, will there be communication for stack 4 from their person? What is going on here in this connection for stack 4? Okay, let's see. Okay, so this says unlikely. So I don't feel communication is coming for some of you. And then the other card that fell out was recovery. This is a time for self-care, taking care of yourself, self-love, positive self-care, and looking after yourself to help you restore your own balance and harmony. Okay, stack 4. Let's see what else we get. Let's see what kind of messages are coming from your person. See what kind of messages are coming from your person for step 4 about why there's no contact, why there's no communication, why they have chosen the path they have chosen. Let's see here. What do we get? I don't know why this happened. And perhaps they don't. Perhaps they don't know why it happened the way that it did. I think that's For some of them, they may not know why it happened. Let's see here. I miss hearing your voice. So they do miss you, okay? They do miss you, and that could be some of this regret and remorse that's here. I do feel they miss you, which may cause them to reach out and communicate. I am recovering. So remember earlier I said someone's using mind-altering substances, perhaps? Well, perhaps your person is going through some sort of recovery process if they have that issue, if they have that problem. And I think a lot of those problems were created during the whole COVID time. People were so overwhelmed that many turned to mind-altering substances. My life is not as together as it seems. Let's see what else we get for stack 4. I do love you. See, the love is there, okay? The love is here. But I feel that sometimes you love and lose and just have to move on. And for whatever reason, I feel like your person is choosing at this time to move on. So let's see what else we get for you, stack 4. What else for stack 4? I don't know how to talk to you. Well, obviously, since you're not talking, since you're not communicating, person who belongs to me. Stack 4 here. You have the most beautiful and purest heart, and I do feel that they recognize that within you. Stack 4. Let's see what else we've got here. As they're falling all over the table, cards flying everywhere. I'm scared of being vulnerable. I've never felt anything like this before, but that comes back to that scared of being vulnerable. I'm running because I don't want to hurt you even more. I know you're the one for me. Then why are you running? If you know that they're the one for you, why are you running? Now, I do understand that you are in different scenarios with your, you all have different story. You all have a different scenario. So, I do feel for some of you, there is a possibility that you can get back together with your person. I don't really see a card of reunion here, but it is possible. It is possible. This is not etched in stone. Okay? And perhaps they are running because they know you're the one for them. Perhaps this all comes down to them being fearful of their feelings and expressing their emotions and being afraid of commitment, being commitment phobic. You have a pure and gentle heart. Well, that's fun. You have the most beautiful and purest heart. You have a gentle, pure heart. That's interesting. That's just crazy. I like the validations, though, I have so much to say. Okay, well, speak, reach out and communicate. But I feel like they're keeping it all to themselves. They're keeping all of it to themselves. I want to cry but can't. Yeah, see, I do feel that this is hard on them as well. All I could do is run. So stack 4, I do feel like there is a chance that you will receive communication from your person. But I feel that the reason they're not communicating with you or why they haven't reached out or why there's no contact is because they do view that this connection, this relationship, this situationship, whatever the two of you, whatever kind of relationship the two of you had is over. They do see that it's something that's finished. And I do feel that they have put distance and space and separation between you emotionally. And so that is why I feel that there is only a chance to get some sort of communication from your person. Okay, but like I said, nothing's set in stone. This is a general reading. This may not apply to everyone who's selected this stack today. This is your reading for today, Stack 4. Thank you all so much for watching and allowing us to be part of your journey. And if you'd like some insight into your personal journey, there is a link to get private readings with us in the description below and pinned to the first comment. If you enjoyed your reading today, we'd like to ask you to please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone.